Well, good afternoon and welcome to Mason Field and welcome into a Monday of softball and an 8-game week for Northeastern Plainsman softball as they wrap up their home season during this 2025-26 campaign. I'm Ben Black, a pregame show brought to you by Northeastern Junior College. From Plains to Possibilities, Northeastern Junior College has the educational path for you. Next year's school year can get off on the right foot now by visiting njc.edu. Northeastern Plainsmen come into this weekend. These were supposed to be played Friday, Saturday, but because of the weather in the Sterling area, got bumped back to today and tomorrow. 8-4 in Region 9 play, tied for third place with Southeast in Region 9 softball play. Otero comes in 1-11. Top 6 make the postseason, so NJC's comfortable with where they are when it comes to making the postseason tournament. But there's still a lot to go. You still have to go on the road and take on Southeast. You still have to go on the road and take on Lamar. You still have to go on the road and take on Trinidad. The 3 teams directly behind you in the standings. And, oh, yeah, your final 4 games this upcoming weekend are at home against Luna, who's ahead of you in the Region 9 softball standings. So for NJC, they've still got a very tall task ahead of them, and this series against Otero is one that they definitely need to come through, and they need to find a way, ideally, to take all 4 to give themselves a little bit of comfort when it comes to their path to the postseason. This is not a terrible Otero team at all. Their overall record maybe doesn't show as much, but this is a team that has come up with several hits. They can knock the ball around extra base, maybe not the big power or whatever the case may be, but this is a very good team when it comes to the hitting regard on the season, and I think we're going to be in line for an offensive affair here today. NJC, of course, hitting .353 on the season, and they have put together 19 home runs so far. Let's go to the public address announce system and meet our starters, brought to you by Carpet Comfort Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mason Field for today's Region 9 contest between the Otero College Rattlers and your Northeastern Plainswomen. Let's meet our starting lineup. First from the Rattlers, number 11 playing shortstop, Cameron Mickelson. Number 20 playing second base, Sienna Estrada. Number 6, playing right field, Madison Rollins. Number 1, the designated player, Callie Folks. Number 15, playing center field, Aubrey Ezel. Number 22, doing the pitching today, Reagan Newborn. Number 27, playing first base, Emily Gallegos. Number 13, playing third base, Dominique Abeda. Number 2, playing left field, Destiny Moore. And number 8, doing the catching, Isabel Rosario. Now, your starting lineup for your Northeastern Plainswomen. Number 15, playing shortstop, Brody Wilcoxon. Number 1, doing the pitching today, Marissa Reyes. Number 2, playing center field, Michaela Lomas. Number 3, playing left field, Kelsey Jurcheski. Number 12, doing the catching today, America Griffith. Number 8, playing third base, Tatiana Hunt. Number 9, playing second base, Addison Steele. Number 13, playing first base, Ryan Mergelman. Number 21, the designated player, Raina Roberts. And number 5, playing right field, Hallie Waltrip. The Plainsmen are coached by Shane Gertner and Jenny Smock.
Back at Mason Field in Sterling as we get you set for first pitch. It's 54 degrees outside, wind out of the east end, 10 miles an hour on this Monday afternoon in Sterling. First pitch is brought to you by Stubbs. Hop off at exit 66A when traveling I-76. You'll find a gem of a place, auto accessories, gas, fresh cooked food from a natural kitchen. That's Stubbs in Wiggins. Marissa Reyes in the circle for the Northeastern Plainswomen. The sophomore has had a very good season in the circle for NJC. In total, she has thrown 50 2/3 innings across 18 appearances. She has an 8-8 overall record and has 38 strikeouts and 29 walks. The Plainswomen are in their black uniforms with the gold pinstripes on them as we get underway just shy of the top of the 1 p.m. hour in the Mountain Time Zone. And Cameron Mickelson for the Otero Rattlers will be the first batter in. She has the batting average on the year of .368, and she takes the first pitch for strike number 1. Mickelson, Estrada, Rollins, the three guaranteed up in this first inning. Slap back to the backstop foul for the Otero Rattlers. Sky blue letters and numbers on their white uniforms. Head coach Mark Benjamin for the Otero Rattlers, I believe first season. Reyes loses the handle on the ball, and it flies behind Mickelson on the 0-2, and the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in the top of inning number 1. Reyes. She winds and fires. Outer edge fouled back by Mickelson, and will do it again. As I noted, this Otero team, nearly a third of their hits have gone for extra bases this season. They've struggled in some games to come up with early contact and have put themselves in the hole, hence their overall record. As the 1-2 pitch is high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There is still plenty of time left in this season for everybody, though. Nobody's been eliminated from postseason play, regardless of what your record is, as Mickelson fouls back the 2-2. About the only guarantee you have right now is that McCook is going to be in the tournament and probably hosting the thing. They only have 1 loss so far this year and are ranked nationally. Reyes, 2-2, up the ladder, 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the leadoff batter in the top of inning number 1, the 8th pitch of the at-bat for Marissa Reyes. She winds and fires, check swing, bounced foul. So we'll see a 9th pitch on this at-bat. Doubleheader today at 1, tomorrow at noon. And then, for now, Saturday and Sunday at noon and 11 a.m. against Luna. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Took 9, but got the strikeout, did Reyes, for out number 1 in the top of the first.
Up for the Rattlers, number 20, Sienna Estrada.
That will bring Sienna Estrada, the second baseman, to the plate. Our first inning brought to you by Better Electric, covering all your electrical work. Residential, commercial, agricultural. Better does matter. 970-521-1030. Estrada hitting .328 this year. First pitch she sees. Little golf shot over to first, and Mergelman gobbles it up. 3 unassisted. Much better at bat than the 9-pitch strikeout. Same result, and out. 2 away.
Batting for the Rattlers, number 6, Madison Rollins.
I will bring Madison Rollins now to the plate with 2 away. Rollins, the freshman, is hitting .419 this year for the Otero Rattlers. It's her 26th game started for Otero. Virtually every single one. Her, Fulks, who stands on deck, and Azell, who is in the hole. The 3 that have started pretty much every game. The 1-0 pitch is low and in to Rollins, 2 balls and no strikes. Reyes winds and fires. Foul tip into the glove of America Griffin behind the plate. Take the count to 2-1. Reyes, rise ball, does too much of its namesake high. 3 balls and a strike. See if you can't get your offense going early, if you can find this out and change the tone of this series right out the gate. Ooh, just missed off the plate on the 3-1. That's ball 4 and a walk. Couldn't quite yo-yo it up for Griffin.
Up for the Rattlers, number 1, Callie Folks.
That brings the designated player Callie Folks to the plate. The freshman, 16 runs batted in, leads the Otero Rattlers this season. First one she sees off the glove of Reyes. The throw by Addison Steele over to first in time. 1-4-3 ends the inning in spite of a 2-out walk. We're scoreless between NJC and Otero softball. Middle of 1 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Reagan Mewburn is the pitcher for the Otero Rattlers as we come back for the bottom of the first, brought to you by Sterling Health Foods. Still open, still in the business of your best health, and they'll bend over backwards to get you healthy. It can even be affordable, too, with a great rewards plan. Stop by Sterling Health Foods south of Sterling on Highway 6. Reagan Mewburn making her 7th start of the year, 17th overall appearance, 33 1/3 innings of work. She has struck out just 7 while walking 48 and allowing 70 earned runs across her time this season. And she'll tangle with Brody Wilcoxon at the top of the Plainswoman order. Wilcoxon, Reyes, and Mikey Lummis due up in the first inning. Kelsey Jercheski is cleaning up. America Griffin, Tatiana Hunt, Addison Steele, Ryan Mergelman, and Raina Roberts round out the batting 9 as the first pitch is delivered right back up the middle, but on a frozen rope and into the glove of Aubrey Azell for an FA putout and out number 1 to kick off the bottom of inning number 1. Now we'll bring up Marissa Reyes for the Northeastern Plainswomen. 442 on the batting average this season. She is also second on the team in stolen bases. 12 of her 42 hits have been extra base, and she takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner from Mewburn. Isabel Rosario, the flex position player, is catching for the Otero Rattlers. As Mewburn up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Emily Gallegos at first, Sienna Estrada at second, Dominica Beta at third, and Cameron Mickelson is the shortstop. Destiny Moore, Aubrey Azell, Madison Rollins go from left to right in the outfield. A hop in on the 1-1 from Mewburn. 2 balls and 1 strike. And time called as Coach Smock is attempting to give the home plate umpire some time. He wore that one. It hopped off the dirt and off of his ankle, and that was more of a, hey, make sure you're okay on that leg time call than anything you needed there from Marissa Reyes. 2-1, hopped in, gets away 3 balls and a strike. Look for the batter aboard with 1 away for NJC and expect some dramatics as a little swinging bunt will be legged out with no throw. That ball went all of about 15 feet, and Marissa Reyes has the infield single and finds her way aboard with one away in the bottom of inning number 1 to Mikey Lummis. The sophomore outfielder, 386 on the season. 4 homers, 25 runs batted in. Tied for the most homers on the team. She goes oppo out to right field and drills it past Madison Rollins. Reyes on her horse all the way around to the plate. The throw in is away and home as well. On the Little League home run comes Mikey Lummis. That will go down as a triple and then an error. And this is a 2-0 ball game for the Northeastern Plainswomen. On what will have to be an E6 on the throw in. So NJC gets both across and empties the base paths. Their first runs of the game are brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at SydneyRMC.com. Kelsey Jercheski, first pitch, drills it out to center field, and Aubrey Azell over quickly makes the catch for the second out of the bottom of the first inning. That will bring up America Griffin, who's hit 386 in total this season. 3 homers, 30 runs batted in, second on the team in both of those capacities. She's also drawn 10 walks to just 8 strikeouts. As Griffin watches the first pitch away for ball 1. Part of a good contingent of freshmen that have been immediate impact players here in Sterling. Up and away goes the 1-0, 2 balls and no strikes. NJC has already plated 2 runs and has only seen 10 pitches. A swinging bunt, a triple and an error. Plating the base runners with a pair of first pitch fly balls to center field. Griffin now has 3 balls, no strikes. 2 away, bottom 1. Off the plate, she takes a 4-pitch walk and will find her way on with 2 outs, bringing Tatiana Hunt to the plate. Hunt had a great season last year. The numbers this year have not been particularly attractive. Just .215 on the batting average, just .280 on the slugging percentage, but she's still finding ways to succeed. 17 runs batted in, a home run. She's drawn 14 walks. She stole 3 bases. Just because those traditional statistical numbers are not as attractive as they were last year doesn't mean this hasn't been a good year for her. She watches the 1-0 pitch by, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mewburn hops one in, taking off is America Griffin, and the throw down to second on the dirt ball will give Griffin the move into scoring position with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. For America, that's just her second stolen base of the season. 2-1, way away, 3 balls and a strike. Mewburn winds, fires, up and away, ball 4, and Tatiana Hunt draws the walk, allowing Addison Steele a chance to hit in this first inning. Steele has 2 homers this year. Her number's at .279 on the batting average, .395 on the slugging percentage. A quarter of her hits this year have been extra base hits for the former Sterling Tiger, and the first pitch to Steele hammered foul over the Otero dugout. For strike number 1. Plainswomen lead 2-0, bottom of the first inning. 2 hits, 2 walks drawn, and an error. 0-1 away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming out with confidence, NJC technically coming off of the weekend series win against North Platte. Pitch off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. They took both here in Sterling and then both in North Platte. As I talked about during the Northwest Kansas Tech games we covered back prior to that series, This is an imperative stretch for NJC as the 2-1 pitch paints the outside corner, 2 steal, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knowing you finish with the stretch you finish with, you need to build your confidence as big as you can, especially at the plate. Steele bangs one off foul and into the Plainsman dugout. So we'll do it once again. Mewburn up and away on the 2-2, 3-2. With America Griffin at second and Tatiana Hunt at first. Now 3-2. Everybody will be rolling on the delivery, which is up, ball 4, and 3 consecutive walks for NJC drawn after the RBI triple and the error was followed by a flyout, and the bases are loaded for Ryan Mergelman. The sophomore infielder making just her 15th start of the year. She has 6 runs batted in and just 6 hits in 34 plate appearances. She watches the first pitch low for ball number 1. You'd really like Mergelman to get a hold of one right here. Completely change the frame of this game. Up and away, all the way to the backstop. Taking off Griffin. The throw back to the plate, not in time, so the wild pitch will make it 3-0. Runners stand on second and third for Mergelman. So you add the 3 consecutive 2-out walks for Otero, and then a wild pitch plates another run. Mewburn winds and fires way up. 3 balls and no strikes now. Raina Roberts, another sophomore, standing on deck for NJC. Pitch on the outside corner. Gimme 3-0 to make it 3-1. Mergelman digs back in. Pitch fouled straight back, was just enough on that upper edge of the zone, and I think that was one that Mergelman, had she gotten through just a tick quicker in her swing, could have driven it somewhere. She made that decision just a split second too late to swing at it. 3-2. Pitch popped up out to center field, and Aubrey Azell over makes the catch to end the inning. All 3 outs by way of F8 putout. Between that, a triple, an infield single, 3 walks, and an error. 3-0 NJC after 1. Second inning next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back for inning number 2, 3-0 NJC on top of the Otero Rattlers. I'm Ben Black. Our second inning of play is brought to you by Coons Pump and Well Supply. Don't wait until last minute to solve your irrigation well and watering problems. 970-522-2035. Aubrey Azell, Reagan Mewburn, and Emily Gallegos due up in inning number 2 as Marissa Reyes paints the inside corner for strike number 1. Reyes struck out the first batter she saw, walked a 2-out batter, got out with no damage in the first inning. Azell takes a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Azell For the Rattlers, 308 on the batting average this season. She struck out just 6 times in 29 games. 0-2 pitch high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reyes paints it on the inside corner, called strike 3, and for a second inning in a row, starts off the Rattlers hitters with a strikeout.
Up to bat, number 22, Reagan Newborn.
That brings the pitcher, Reagan Newborn, to the plate. The sophomore hitting .300 this year. Doesn't oft hit for herself. She takes a mighty rip at the first one from Reyes for strike 1. This is her 27th game played, but she is just 3 for 10 at the plate this year. She will line one over the head of Steele, make it 4 for 11 with the 1-out knock for the Otero Rattlers. And she is aboard to kick off, or with 1 away, in inning number 2.
Up for the Rattlers, number 27, Emily Gallegos.
Emily Gallegos will step to the plate now. Gallegos, the sophomore, hitting .257 this season. She will line one over to Steele. Steele, did she pick it out of the air? The field umpire says yes. The home plate umpire comes over to hear the protest. That was a double play as called. Line out to Steele, gun to first to double off Newborn, who was moving. She was right on the dirt. And the field umpire and home plate umpire converge and confirm. Double play to end the inning. It is 3-0 NJC, middle of 2 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back to Mason Field for the bottom of inning number 2. 3-0 NJC on top of the Otero Rattlers. Our bottom of the second is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with people you know and people who know you. Many locations across the area. Equitable-savings.com. Designated player Raina Roberts will lead things off for NJC. Then back to the top of the order, Brody Wilcoxon and Marissa Reyes to kick it off for the Northeastern Plainswomen after the double play. Roberts is hit by a pitch and aboard to quickly start things off. So in this ball game now, 9 batters to the plate. 1, 2, 3. Now 4 of them have only seen 1 pitch. 2 flyouts to center field.
15, Brody Wilcoxon.
The RBI triple by Mikey Lamas, and now Raina Roberts hit on the first pitch she sees as Brody Wilcoxon steps in and takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Rattlers got the first hit in the top of inning number 2, but with the runner moving on a line drive to second, she was doubled off at first. 1-0 pitch misses low, 2 balls and no strikes. Wilcoxon flew out to center her first time up. .464 team-high batting average on the season. She takes the 2-0 across for strike number 1. Not the highest on the team. You've got other people with higher ones. But as far as qualifying at bats, what those would be for all region awards and stuff like that, she is within that standard. Up and away goes the 2-1, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. With nobody out and already a runner on first in the bottom of inning number 2. Pitch off the plate, ball 4. So a leadoff hit batsman followed by a 5-pitch walk. And Marissa Reyes, who had the first hit of the ball game on a swinging bunt single last inning, will step in. She came around and scored on the triple from Mikey Lamas, who stands on deck. The first pitch to Reyes is up for ball number 1. Plainswoman plated the run on the RBI triple, and then an error on that same triple plated the second run. Reyes smokes one out to center field over the head of Azell. This will easily plate Roberts. Wilcoxon goes to third. To second goes Reyes. It's an RBI double. And the Northeastern Plainswomen now lead 4-0 to Mikey Lamas, who had the RBI triple in inning number 1. This is the 12th batter to the plate. NJC has only seen 38 pitches from Mewborn. This is 39, and it's in tight, off the fence, and back to the home plate, not in time. A pass ball will plate Wilcoxon. It's now 5-0. Down to third on the pass ball goes Marissa Reyes. So Lamas looking for another run batted in, and all this with no outs for NJC. Last inning, after the 1-out foray of 2 runs, they took 3 walks, and on a wild pitch were able to plate their 3rd run. So finding ways to get it done early and late in innings. 1-0. Ground ball over to short. This is an RBI ground out as Reyes comes home. Make this a 6-0 ball game on the 6-3 putout. And the bases are empty with 1 away to Kelsey Jurcheski.
Number 3, Kelsey Jurcheski.
Jurcheski now on the season 43 for 89 with 34 runs batted in. She watches the first pitch way outside for ball number 1. Jurcheski lifts the ball out to right. A lot of carry to it, and off the fence it goes, and off the fence goes the right fielder as well. Jurcheski will round third. She will head to the plate. The relay throw not in time. It's an inside the park home run for Kelsey Jurcheski. And the Otero coach is out to check on Madison Rollins, the right fielder, who, going back for that ball, ran square into the fence for the Otero Rattlers in what is now a 7-0 ball game. The fences are short here at Mason Field, 205, 210. Something of that regard with the shortened fence. The traditional fence is like 254 down each of the lines. They put the shortened fence in a few years ago. That was around COVID as a temporary time. And I don't know. I mean, Rollins knew she was running directly toward the fence, and it was there, and she just collided directly with it as she attempted to get what ended up being an inside-the-park home run. So an impressive bit of speed there for Kelsey Jurcheski as NJC now has a 4-spot across in this second inning, and the trainer is out to examine Rollins as well, who hard face first into that fence. We'll be back with more Northeastern softball when she gets the help she needs here on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back to Mason Field we come. Off the field comes Madison Rollins, who went face first into the fence, trying to field what ultimately was an inside-the-park home run from Kelsey Jercheski for NJC to make it 7-0. She will be replaced on the field by Ava Fletting in the right field position. I'm assuming Fletting will also take over in the 3-hole in the batting lineup, given that the flex position player for Otero is the catcher, and America Griffin will now step back in here in the bottom of inning number 2 with the Plainsmen already leading 7-0 on our scoreboard, brought to you by Culligan Drinking Water Systems and Water Softeners, available for rent. Call 970-427-8080. Griffin walked, came around and scored in inning number 1. Mewborn hops one in and all the way to the backstop, 1 ball and 1 strike. She's already 44 pitches in, 17 strikes, 27 balls, 4 hits, 4 free passes, and a hit batsman. It's the 1-1. Way up, way away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Plainsmen coming into this weekend, if they take all 4 in the set, NJC will be in sole possession of second place as Griffin grounds the ball over to third, and the throw is not in time from Dominica Beta. She knocked it down. I could probably go E5 there. And I will, because had that throw been online, she would have gotten her. So Tatiana Hunt has America Griffin standing at first. She walked last inning, and Hunt watches the first pitch by on the outside corner for strike number 1. So an E5 that time. That's a tough one because of how close that third base is to home plate, but in the sport of softball, it's got to be there. Flotting will trot in on the Tatiana Hunt 0-1 fly ball out to right field, and the new right fielder will make the catch. 2 away. Staying at first is America Griffin, and Addison Steele comes to the plate. Steele drew a walk in inning number 1.
At bat number 9, Addison Steele
Was left aboard. She watches the first one hop off the dirt and then off her legs. So a hit batsman. Steele will hobble on down to first, and you'll have an infield visit now here for the Otero Rattlers. No coach coming out here just yet because Mewburn is struggling, no question about that. 4 walks, 2 hit batsmen, 1 wild pitch that actually came back to haunt her and allow a run to score, but she's had 3 others that have gone to the backstop untouched. And NJC will have Ryan Mergelman at the plate with 2 away and runners on first and second.
Number 13, Ryan Mergelman.
Mergelman flew out to center on the first pitch she saw in the ball game. She slaps one foul over Coach Gertner's head and first base for strike number 1. Everybody will get back to their spots. 0-1, pop to the backstop foul, no balls and 2 strikes. Two away, bottom 2, already 4 across for NJC. Up and away goes the 0-2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mergelman digs back in. Mewburn hops it in. Ball gets away from Rosario, and everybody moves up on the passed ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mergelman, the 9th batter to the plate this inning. Raina Roberts was hit by a pitch to kick this inning off. 2-2 up and away, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Popped in, ball 4. So a walk drawn by Mergelman loads them up for Raina Roberts, who, as mentioned, kicked off the inning, being hit by a pitch. She moved to second on the walk and then came home on the RBI double from Marissa Reyes. First pitch, she grounds over to second. It's scooped up and tossed to first to end the inning. Plainswomen leave 3, but plate 4 and lead 7-0 through 2 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Head to inning number 3. The Northeastern Plainswomen lead the Otero Rattlers 7-0. 7 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 5 left on for NJC. No runs, a hit, 2 errors, and 1 left on for Otero. Third inning brought to you by Rudy's Tires. Several locations across the area. There's always a Rudy's Tires close by. They bring you Eastern Plains Sports today, weekdays at 3 p.m. on 1010 KSIR. It will be Dominique Abeda, Destiny Moore, and Cameron Mickelson that will be due up in the third inning for Otero. 8, 9, and 1. Reyes, 23 pitches in, gets a swing and a miss for strike number 1 to kick this inning off. She's struck out 2, she's walked 1. She's given up the 1 hit that was wiped clean by the double play to end last inning. 0-1, swing and a miss for Abeda. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2, pitch delivered, ground ball to third, knocked down by Tatiana Hunt. Gunned across the diamond, not in time. Good stretch by Mergelman to try and get there. Dominique Abeda will be aboard again on what has to go down as an E5, even though it really doesn't feel like an E5.
At number 2, Destiny Moore.
Because had she been able to field it cleanly, she would have been able to get that out. So leadoff runner on either way. It doesn't matter how you score it. It's just the earned, unearned run capacity as Moore pops off foul, the first one she sees. Reyes. 0-1. Dances it across the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Reyes winds and fires. Rise ball just high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top 3 with NJC leading 7-0. Reyes can't paint the upper edge. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking for that out pitch up the ladder. She dances one just off the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So flirting with the edge of the zone and unsuccessful in getting the call. Reyes, the runner at first. 3-2, swing and a miss, goes off speed and gets more chasing for the first out in the top of inning number 3. That'll bring Cameron Mickelson to the plate. She is one of now 3 strikeouts recorded by Reyes.
Number 11, Cameron Mickelson.
Mickelson across for strike number 1 goes Reyes. Pitch will be hammered up foul, right field in foul territory. Waldron over makes the catch on the fly out to right for the second out in the inning.
A bat for the Rattlers, number 20, Sienna Estrada.
And Sienna Estrada will step in. She grounded out to first in her first at bat. She will ground it over to second. Steele knocks it down, gets it to first just in time to end the inning. NJC gives up the leadoff runner, but doesn't allow that runner to cross. It is 7-0 Plainsman, middle of 3 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Seven 0 Plainsman as we welcome you back to Mason Field. Bottom of inning number 3, brought to you by Buckeye Welding Supply. You have questions, they have answers. Our area welders knows what sets them apart. Stop by, see Buckeye Welding Supply, 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. New pitcher for the Otero Rattlers. This, at least from the statistics, appears to be what they've done for much of this season, utilizing Mewburn, the sophomore, and Morris, the freshman, in the same games. Typically, Morris looks like she's the starter, though. 0-5 on the overall record, 32 and a third innings of work, 93 hits, 9 strikeouts, 43 walks for her this season. And she'll face the top of the NJC order in this third inning, and Brody Wilcoxon to kick things off. The first pitch is high for ball number 1. Could have an opportunity to hit Mewburn again, but again, Mewburn doesn't typically hit when she's out there, in spite of pitching, so I would expect that you will see Eleanor Morris hit for herself the next time that spot is up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wilcoxon hammers off foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A fly out to center, and a walk drawn so far in this game for the Plainsman leadoff batter. Morris winds and fires. Wilcoxon hammers it into the gap in right center field. It bounces all the way to the fence. Wilcoxon to second, a stand-up double to lead things off in inning number 3. So NJC now with 5 hits on the ball game, 2 of them to Marissa Reyes, the swinging bunt single in inning number 1 and the double over the head of the center fielder last inning. She has a runner in scoring position, where NJC has already seen 4 at-bats in 2 innings with runners in scoring position. Morris, the righty, off-speed away for ball number 1 to Reyes. Can't paint that outside corner. That's 2 balls and no strikes now. NJC 3 in the first, 4 in the second. So 2-0 pitch called. Strike on the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Reyes is the one that got that scoring started in the first with that swinging bunt. Morris delivers. Reyes hammers. Frozen rope right into the glove of Flooding out in right field for out number 1 in the bottom of inning number 3. Staying at second is Brody Wilcox and Mikey Lamas. Lamas, the RBI triple in inning number 1, an RBI ground out in inning number 2. So she has 2 runs batted in and a run scored right now. And a balk, because of the early start, will go ball as Morris came off the rubber on her delivery. Not a balk per se to allow that runner to advance. Illegal pitch. 1-0. Up the ladder now goes the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Morris winds and fires, paints the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Morris. She winds and fires. Home run swing. Strike 2 contact for Lamas. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morris with the pitch. Fisted off foul by Lamas. And JC's squared up a lot of contact already in this ball game. Not a lot of foul balls off. When they're swinging, they're putting it between the white lines. 2-2. Lined over the head of Coach Smock at third. Lamas will get another crack, a third crack at the 2-2. One out. Wilcox in at second. The 2-2 pitch popped up. Right side of the infield. Over to make the catch comes Gallegos. And that pop-up is the second out of the inning. Runner remaining at second to Kelsey Jercheski, who hit the inside the park home run last inning off the right field fence. She will power the first one she sees off for strike number 1. So Jercheski's inside the park home run is her 5th of the year. That leads the team. The 0-1 pitch is watched by. 1 ball and 1 strike. Morris. 1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Seven nothing NJC, bottom of inning number 3. Morris with the pitch. She'll paint the edge this time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2, foul ball off the foot of Jercheski in the box. So she'll walk it up the line. Off that left instep. Eleanor Morris starting this inning, already 20 pitches in. 2 and 2. Jercheski, opposite drive, right field side, curves foul, and we'll do it again. Been able to battle very well. A starting pitcher didn't throw a ton of pitches for the Otero Rattlers. 56 through 2. NJC was pretty aggressive on her. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip off of Jurcheski and back into the field of play. 2 balls. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 consecutive foul balls with 2 strikes in this count. 2-2 for a 4th time. Pitch hammered by Jurcheski out to left and caught by Destiny Moore to end the inning. NJC doesn't play to run for the first time in the game, but leads 7-0 as we head to the 4th on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Head to inning number 4 back at Mason Field. 7-0 NJC over Otero in the first of the 4-pack that we've got today and tomorrow between the Plainswomen and the Rattlers. Our 4th inning is brought to you by Agricultural Accounting. You're a producer, not an accountant. They'll plow through your paperwork so you can do what you're good at. Visit agman.co and set up your consultation today. For the Otero Rattlers, Ava Flooding will be the new hitter. She came in as a defensive replacement on the injury back in inning number 2, and she swings and misses on the first one she sees. The freshman outfielder 7 for 44 this year. She has drawn 6 walks but has struck out 23 times. Flooding watches the second pitch from Reyes by on the outside corner. She's a left-handed hitting outfielder. 0-2. Reyes winds and fires. Ball popped up. Foul territory. Gets over the Otero dugout and will keep itself alive. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit allowed for Reyes so far. Reyes, 35 pitches through the first 2 innings of work. She winds and fires, swing and a miss. Ball dropped by Griffin behind the dish, so she'll toss it down to first for out number 1 and add another strikeout to the tally of Marissa Reyes.
At bat number 1, Callie Folks.
That brings the designated player Callie Folks to the plate. She grounded out to Addison Steele at second in her first at-bat in the game. Reyes, first pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 1. Reyes, 0-1. Reyes gets the foul ball off from Folks, working away. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 hit in the ball game for Otero that was wiped clean on the double play. 1 error for NJC as well. Ball hammered, foul territory over the fence, first base side, and the count remains 0-2. Reyes, rise ball behind the head of Folks. 1 ball and 2 strikes. She'll wind and fire. Just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the 1-2 offering. Griffin goes right back to that same spot. Pitch this time is popped back behind the backstop foul. Keeping the count now 2-2. This Rattler team has proven that they've got some power in their bats. They just haven't been able to put it in the right spots. Hammer off foul. We do it once again. Umpire says he needs some game balls that have been hunted down in the parking lot. Both dugouts oblige, and the satchels are now full. Folks digs back in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Griffin setting up way away, ground ball back up the middle, hit by the pitcher Reyes. The throw just across the diamond in time by Brody Wilcoxon. 1-6-3 on the putout as Reyes tried to stab it and popped it up high. Wilcoxon needed to field that ball perfectly off the hop and did for out number 2.
Up for the Rattlers, number 15, Aubrey Azell.
Seen a couple good defensive plays. The earlier one by Addison Steele off of a ball touched by Reyes in the circle, and she had the double play as well. And Aubrey Azell will come in. She struck out her first time up and fouls dead back the first one she sees. Fastball on the outside corner on the 0-1. Takes it to 0-2. Pitch delivered just low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two away, top 4, 7-0 NJC. The 1-2 offering, swing and a miss. Gets out without any traffic that inning. So the Plainsmen keep it at a 7-0 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 4th next. It's NJC and Otero on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back to Mason Field we come. Bottom of inning number 4. NJC holding a 7-0 lead on the Otero Rattlers. America Griffin, Tatiana Hunt, Addison Steele. Due up in inning number 4.
Number 12, America Griffin.
Our 4th inning is brought to you by Bank of Colorado. Apply for the loan you need for your dream home fully online. bankofcolorado.com, member FDIC. First pitch of the inning, America Griffin goes single out to left field. So the Plainsmen in business in this 4th inning for Tatiana Hunt, who's walked and flown out to right. Now NJC will run here for America Griffin. You do have the 1 re-entry rule that you can utilize, so coming in to run for NJC is Elise Sisek. For America Griffin, you'll return Griffin back into the lineup to catch in inning number 5. And Tatiana Hunt with Sisek now at first.
At bat number 8, Tatiana Hunt.
Leading 7-0, and this is where you typically see the pinch run re-entry situation for someone like Griffin, who as a catcher isn't exactly the fleetest of foot, typically, unless your name is Braden Stuff for the baseball team. Typically your catcher doesn't lead the team in stolen bases. As Morris misses off the plate to Hunt, 2 balls and no strikes. When you're up 7-0, trying to get to that 8-run threshold, you put your speed out there. Morris, 2-0. Hopped in. Sissick takes off, and the ball can't be picked out of the dirt by Rosario, so a stolen base for NJC puts Sissick into scoring position with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. And Tatiana Hunt has a 3-0 count. Pitch off the plate, and there's the 4-pitch walk for Tatiana Hunt. And Addison Steele will have a crack here. Steele's been very, very good defensively for NJC. Steele with 3 4-3 putouts and the double play turned as well. She's walked and been hit by a pitch and takes the first pitch for strike number 1. Morris, 30th pitch in relief coming here. She delivers the pitch and Steele slaps it foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Find a way to drive something somewhere. You definitely are sending Sissick with her speed on the base paths. 0-2. Pitch hopped in on the feet. Sissick taking off for third. Slides in around the tag of Dominica Beta. So NJC will take 2 bags by way of steal as Hunt on the back end moves to second. And Addison Steele now has a 1-2 count with nobody out. Lift something to the outfield and get a run across. Morris. 1-2. Steele right back off the leg of the pitcher and out into left field. This will plate both. It's a 2 RBI single for Addison Steele, and NJC now leads 9-0. First baseman goes over to check on Morris, who took that one off the foot. And NJC finds themselves another run situation. Addison Steele will be run for here by Bianca Bianca Tyan. I really should spell things phonetically so I can remember that, but that would require me to remember to edit things in my iPad, and I 3 teenage daughters and a toddler. I don't remember much of anything.
Number 13, Ryan Mergelman.
Ryan Mergelman will now be at the plate, and what's a 9-0 game with 2 across here in the 4th. Mergelman watches the first pitch by low for ball number 1. So Steele comes through with the 2 RBI single. Her 3rd time on base. She'll be run for this time. Equaling Mikey Lamas with the team lead. Pitch will be grounded by Mergelman to 3rd. They'll go to 2nd to get Tyan for 1. Fielder's choice for Mergelman to record the first out in the bottom of inning number 4. 5-4 on the force out at 2nd for those of you scoring at home. And Raina Roberts will be hit for here. Janila Kernett for the Plainswomen will replace the DP. So Kernett for Northeastern this year, 310 on the batting average, 9 for 29, a homer, 8 runs batted in. This is the 24th game she's appeared in some way, shape, or form for NJC.
At bat number 19, Tanila Kernett.
Tanila Kernett with Mergelman at first. looking to add to the 9-0 lead. She lines one up the middle. All that Morris can do is knock it down and toss it to first for the second out in the bottom of inning number 4. 1-3 on that pert out. It's the third ball that has been right at her in this inning, and we go back to the top of the order, and Brody Wilcoxon, whose official line reads 1 for 2 with a run scored, a double and a walk to her credit. Eleanor Morris, now 35 pitches in relief. We had to get a photographer off the field, not one I am responsible for. First pitch off the plate for ball number 1. Wilcoxon with Mergelman standing at second. Watches it by up. 2 balls and no strikes. Morris, the 2-0 offering for Otero, popped back foul by Wilcoxon. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, if you're NJC, you're just looking to tack on a little extra insurance with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th to ensure you shorten this one after 5 as you're already past the 8-run threshold. Ball dances off the plate on the 2-1, take it to 3-1. Wilcoxon hammers the 3-1 high into the sky. It dies between the 2 outfielders and the retreating second baseman. Mergelman comes home. It's an RBI single as nobody could find it. And it's now 10-0 NJC. And Marissa Reyes will come to the plate. She is 2 for 3, having driven in a run and scored 2. For Northeastern,
number 1, Marissa Reyes.
Reyes' 4th plate appearance in as many innings. She'll bounce one, and it sees its way out into center field over the head of Mickelson. So it's another little not very well hit single. And Mikey Lamas will have a crack at the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Brought to you by Gordon Insurance, mitigating risk on the farm with your livestock and in your everyday life. 970-526-6139. Lamas has 2 runs batted in. She watches the first pitch by low for ball number 1. Lamas hammers a ball down the first base line, and it bends just foul to even the count out at 1 ball and 1 strike. Surprisingly, the NJC outfield has not had much activity today. A lot of the outs have been recorded on the infield. That defensive play might actually be part of what helps us determine our player of the game. The 1-1 pitch from Lamas is drilled back up the middle. This should plate Wilcoxon. She takes off from second all the way home. She comes. The 3rd run batted in for Lamas. It's an RBI single, and NJC tacks on another, now leading 11-0. First to third goes Marissa Reyes, and Kelsey Jurcheski will step in. Jurcheski, the 9th batter to the plate this inning, the 2nd time NJC has batted around in this game. She hit the inside the park home run back in inning number 2. Shows bunt, takes the first pitch in tight, throw to second offline. Lamas will swipe second. So 0-1 on that take on the inside. Morris Winds and fires. Jercheski bounces a ball to third. The throw to first is in time to end the inning, but not before the Plainsmen plate 4. They lead 11-0 as we head to the top of inning number 5 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainsmen make a pitching change as we head to the top of inning number 5. NJC leading 11-0, and stepping in to pitch now for NJC is Maddie Klein. Klein will replace Marissa Reyes in the circle. The sophomore for NJC has pitched 15 times this year, has a 4-1 record with 1 save, 26 innings of work, 36 hits allowed, 22 earned runs, 13 strikeouts, 7 walks. Everybody else, I believe, came back in for NJC defensively that was replaced in the running regard. Addison Steele's back at second. America Griffin is back behind the dish. So re-entry for those two. And Maddie Klein will look to finish off the 11-0 NJC lead and win by run rule in the first one here today. Tangling with the now pitcher that replaced Reagan Mewborn 2 innings ago in Eleanor Morris. First pitch was low for ball number 1. Morris Gallegos Abeda for Otero as Morris takes the strike by 1 ball and 1 strike. Morris more apt to hit for herself across the 16 games this season. She pops one up. No man's land behind the bag at first, and it drops down and in for a single. So a leadoff single for the Otero Rattlers. The Rattlers' hits have come from their 2 pitchers today, Reagan Mewborn and Eleanor Morris. They have the 2 hits. You have 1 walk and 1 runner reaching by way of error besides that. As Emily Gallegos fouls off the first one she sees for strike number 1. And actually, I should correct myself. That was just the 2nd hit of the year for Eleanor Morris. She was 1 for 2 prior to that. I was looking at the wrong line from her plate appearances 2 games played. 0-1. Ball lined over to Steele at second. She'll throw it to second for 1, on to first for 2. The second double play of the game for Addison Steele. 4-6-3 on the putout. Wiping clean the single to lead the inning off. And I think we might know who our player of the game is in this one.
Bat number 13, Dominique Abeda.
11-0 NJC, 2 away, top 5, and Dominique Abeda will step in. When you have 2 runs batted in and 2 double plays turned, plus 3 other putouts, I think Addison Steele's going to be our player of this game. At least on the broadcast. I don't know what the team will do. That's their own thing. Our player of the game is brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. Eastern Colorado's a way of life. Credit and related services for more than 100 years. Visit PremierACA.com for more. Maddie Klein delivers the pitch to Abeda on the 1-0. Popped up to short, camping and catching Brody Wilcoxon. And NJC finishes this one off in 5 innings. 11-0 in just an hour and 14 minutes. Final line, 11 runs, 10 hits, an error, and 8 left on for NJC. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left aboard for Otero. Runs batted in the ball game, 3 from Mikey Lamas, 2 from our player of the game, Addison Steele, 1 apiece from Jercheski, Reyes, and Wilcoxon. Jercheski hit the inside the park home run. The win goes to Marissa Reyes, who goes 4 innings across 51 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk. And the loss for the Otero Rattlers will go to Reagan Mewborn, who gave up 6 earned runs across 2 innings of work. These two teams will have the second game of this weekend 4-pack in about a half hour. We'll be back for coverage of that one on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainswomen win 11-0 in game number 1 of the series against the Rattlers.